Hey, Keith got it. It's going. I don't know if it's live. It's frozen for me.
It shows live. Oh no.
Oh, I'm frozen. I can't press it. There we go. I'm good. Ready?
Yep.
All rise for your dishonorable, not a real judge, Damone Allen. Debatable is now in session.
Welcome to a new episode of Debatable. I'm your host, not a real judge, Damone Allen. Joining me as always is Hi-Fi Mike.
Hey.
Back from his very long slumber, late night Keith.
Hello.
And
Hello,
hello.
comrade.
As always, we have a special guest. We have Midday. Go ahead and tell the people about yourself and what you do.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. So my name is Midday. I have a Instagram and TikTok called La Tequilana, where I do tequila and agave spirit education. So I talk about mezcal, tequila, sonora, like sotol, all of the things, and teach people how to drink it, how to sip it, and what to buy.
Okay. Make sure you
So
guys
does
check
it make
it out.
more sense now as to how I came across her account?
Yes, because you drink a lot.
Same.
Well, welcome to Debatable. This is the show where we debate the serious, the silly, and everything in between. As always, we have two hot topics, so we're gonna get started. So our first one is going to be hard shell or soft shell tacos. Which are better? Midday.
Honestly, that's one of the most important questions when you go anywhere, but especially a Mexican restaurant. Always the soft taco. It's important because it really holds all of the things that you need in a taco. It doesn't break. It's reliable. It's also kind of like the OG tortilla. So I like sticking to my roots. I like sticking to traditional.
To go with soft shell, Keith.
100% agree. I used to love crispy tacos, and they're still okay. It's like not a bad taco, right? But I mean, there are bad tacos. But like, if you told me all you had was crispy, I would be fine with that. But no matter what,
I'm not trying to choke on a fucking shell, man. All I can imagine is pieces of shell going down my throat and just
shards.
I
Yeah.
feel like that's a legit phobia. I'm gonna look it up and tell you.
I've had tortilla chips do that to me, and I panic. Luckily,
Yeah.
I get it out, but it's this because you can't go down. It's the fucking scariest thing. Like you can't.
But you don't want to
close
go
your
up
throat at
either.
all. No, but eventually something happens and you get it unstuck. But it's the scariest thing, and it's why I usually eat very fast. When it comes to tortilla chips specifically, I chew and chew and chew and chew. That's not fucking happening to me. Not again.
Wow. Have you seen therapists yet?
Oh, I see I have a therapist, but we've not gone into
You haven't unpacked the tortilla
we have
chip.
we have not gotten that far. That's later on.
I might
That's
conclude that this is worth an extra
other-
session this week.
The tortilla chip phobia.
I mean, it's pretty cut and plain. I just don't want to choke on a tortilla chip.
There's probably something deeper in there. I don't know what it is, but
I don't want to
right.
cut my fucking throat on a tortilla. It's
Yeah,
pretty.
tortilla
I
chip.
honestly, tortilla chips, Doritos, or regular chips. I just don't want to cut my
Wow.
throat. But tortilla chips, more or less, those are gonna happen.
I've never thought about it with a Dorito. Like tortilla
Yeah.
chip,
Can't happen.
but like Dorito or regular chips, I've never thought of it.
So Doritos, my bigger problem is that the Doritos sometimes can land wrong and then break my permanent retainer inside, which I've
Okay.
had happen. It bends it and then it cracks
Soft
the
teeth.
glue. It's the worst. It's not the teeth. It's the fucking glue. It's the fact
So
that
you should see a new dentist.
no, it's not the orthodontist did it. But
Orthodontist.
my dentist is great and he's been fixing it and getting it so it doesn't happen as often. But
So you're not a fan of the Doritos taco?
I'm not. That's the thing. When it comes to hard tacos, it's the only hard taco I'll eat. Mostly
Yeah,
because
wow.
by the
Scary
time
for
I
you.
get it and I unwrap it, it's Taco Bell, so it's already greasy enough that
Right.
it's soft. So
Which is the exact problem I have though with crispy tacos, is because if you do not have a place that's good, consistent, which is very difficult to find, then they are greasy messes that will either leave it like
Yeah.
just not crispy enough and like kind of almost like a chewy, greasy bit, or it'll just crackle and totally fall apart, and then you're just left with like a glorified taco salad filled with shards that will like
Which,
give you
yeah.
PTSD.
usually ends up happening is they just come apart and I just start dipping it inside of itself.
You turn it into taco salad. Or not.
Yes. Yeah, basically. I mean, why not, man?
Keith, you said soft shell, right?
I said soft for sure. Do you like flour or corn tortillas?
Flour.
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 I cannot do corn tortillas.
Why not?
I've tried. I just don't
They're
like corn
okay.
tortillas. And when
They're
I
not my
mean
go-to.
when I make homemade ones too, I'm doing flour. Like I'm not.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever done homemade with corn. I've
I
had
don't-
corn,
haven't
but I've
either.
never done homemade with them.
I don't like corn. I don't like
They're
the way that
good.
they. I don't. There's a texture thing. Like it's a different texture.
Hmm.
Well, yeah.
I'm not a fan of the corn
I'm,
texture.
like sensitive to corn, like intolerant to corn. Which-
Corn's in everything.
Which, okay, I'm Mexican. Do you know how hard that is to live?
Yeah.
Like I still eat it, and then I have to take a Benadryl, and then I'll be fine. But
That's still scary, man. Like
Yeah.
you gotta just be popping
That's
Benadryl.
scarier than a chip
Like
out
again,
of
it's in
dough.
everything. Like I can't tell you a meal I haven't had without corn in it somehow.
wow,
I like
Well,
corn.
I could
I was
tell.
just say, you're also in Ohio, so
Yeah, we are. You just flow up here because
Corn
it's
capital
all
of the US.
corn.
it is corn.
But in Mexico, when I was like visiting Oaxaca and stuff, the corn that they use is just totally different, like genetically made up than the corn that we have in the U.S. And I could eat that corn, and I had no reactions to it at all. And
But
so,
Oh.
go ahead.
nope, I think
You
you
just
Or
have to
not.
get it
Nope.
imported.
Oh yeah, I
What
will
happened?
smuggle that stuff in.
Oh.
If I need to.
Oh, you get arrested for smuggling in corn.
That's
Smuggling
what I'll
corn.
do with my last hour or last day on this planet. Is I'll
It's
go to
smuggling
Oaxaca
in
and
corn.
smuggle in the non-GMO Oaxacan corn.
By the way,
Almost
hi
there.
mom. Hi.
Oh,
It's
Hi,
Mike's
Mom.
mom, but we just say hi mom to her.
Oh,
Um, so
biggest
I'm
fan.
also going with soft shell. Like hard shell
Wow.
tacos are okay, and I'll eat them. And like the Doritos one is the best version of them, but they are a pain. They do get super messy. With the soft shell, you don't have to worry about that. Nope, we lost Mike. And you could just you could essentially make it like a mini burrito, even though it's not, obviously it's a taco, but you can make it a mini burrito to fold everything in, and not have to worry about the huge giant mess you have to worry about with a hard shell taco. Also, when you put Keith, I've never heard it called a crispy taco before. It took me a second to be like, what the hell is a crispy taco or a crispy
Taco that's
shell?
crispy.
You know what I do now with my soft shells is after I make the taco or burrito, I fold it up like a like a baby, and
Yeah.
I put it back in the pan. I mean, I clean the pan and I put it back in the pan and I
Adorable.
grill it
I fold it up like
on
a
both
baby.
sides.
and
Yeah,
then
I
I light
fold
it
it
on
up.
fire. And
I grill it on both sides, and like kind of like a Taco Bell does, and it's fantastic. And now my girlfriend and my kid only want it that way. I can't get away with just handing them a taco.
so
Oh,
you
so
like
now you're stuck.
paninis.
No.
You are the
I-
panini of Mexican food. Essentially, is what you're creating.
Sure. Let's go with it. I can't argue that logic.
Mike is the
What do you all
panini
think-
pendejo.
Oh my god, that's so funny. That should be your next name, honestly, for this podcast. What do you all think though? At Taco Bell, they have the like it's not corn, but it is like almost like the chalupa that's like the flour, cheese, and then I think it is the corn crispy like taco
Yeah,
all
they have
together.
not the chalupa. It's because the chalupa is just a fried outside.
That's right.
What is that?
Is
I
it
don't
the-
usually get it because it has a hard taco in it.
Wow.
I'm trying to think of what it's called. Taco Bell.
I literally haven't gone to Taco Bell in years, but I don't know why.
But I can't think. I don't order that. Like that's not one of my go-tos. For some
I had
reason,
a Taco
it's
Bell and
Kate-
McDonald's right down the street, and I had to settle for one or the other, and it was McDonald's.
Now Taco Bell does do like the Fritos on the inside too.
Mm.
That gets kind of scary sometimes, but I could deal with that because by the time I get it, everyth's soft.
a gordita crunch.
Gordita, that makes
Gordita
sense.
crunch.
Start chasing Mike around with a chip. Like, ah.
I know.
I mean, if I'm not eating it, like, I just have to eat it slowly.
Mike, you start
Right.
I think
eating
it's-
shit, I'm gonna start dumping chips on you when you sleep.
How to murder Mike? Give him a hard shell taco.
Give him the
Remember-
family size Fritos bag and just see what happens.
I've also bit on like a tortilla and like it didn't break right and it like cut the top of my mouth like in there. Ugh.
Are you okay? How many problems are you having?
I don't like tortilla chips and that's like it's easier
Yeah, I
to
think
do
you
it
really
with
do
the,
need to talk to someone about this.
it works better when I use the round ones, the scoopables.
Oh,
Or even just
scoops
the
are over,
flat
scoops
round
over all of
ones?
them.
What?
Scoops over all of them. Like if
Oh,
you
yeah,
get
for
Spring
sure.
Scoops.
really?
You got scoops money? You got
You gotta
You
do
prefer
scoops.
scoops?
Always do
Yeah.
scoops. Because then you can like
Hint of lime every time. Hint of lime
Hint
is
of
where
lime
you.
is hint of lime is
there's
different.
that, but
It's worth not going for scoops. I understand that for dippability,
Yeah,
dippableness.
dippability.
it is like
Yeah.
preferred to get a scoop, but for flavor,
Hint of
Mm.
lime
Hint
is
of lime.
the best tortilla chip, like easily. Like, cause I've just eaten those with nothing.
yeah, I
to
mean you
dip
could
'em
definitely
in.
eat those on their own.
it's how I
Like-
discovered I had a corn intolerance.
That's what I would be upset.
But
So I just kept eating bags of hints of lime.
you know it's trash.
what's wrong
I don't
with me?
like is plates of nachos. Like you get the nachos and then you put this people put the stuff on top of it. It's never equal, and
No.
anything after the top layer is trash, and then it's soggy. So fuck nachos.
I think
Right.
you
But
brought this
wouldn't
up
you
last
want them
week.
to
This is
be
like an
kinda
ongoing fight
soggier?
that you're having
No,
with
I don't.
nachos.
I mean, I know
so
you're
that they
saying,
don't
but
hurt your
but
teeth
then-
or your mouth, your
It's-
throat.
I can chew. I'm gonna make sure I chew, but I'm gonna
I
dip them.
imagine
I'm
that
gonna
Mike
also dip them
counts
into
as
nacho
chews.
cheese.
Do you count your chews when you eat your
No,
tortilla
definitely
chips?
not.
20
No, I
every
definitely
time.
don't. I just
It's-
wait
No,
till
20
it's
flip for
soft.
Coke.
Like, I just wait till I'm not chewing a shard of glass.
Right? Is it? Yeah, it's like 23, 24 is like the perfect number. Of
Oh,
Yeah,
times
really?
you're
I
supposed
don't.
to chew.
I will be honest. I will probably usually on normal food get a total of 5 bites in before it's down my throat, and that's conservative. Like
Wait,
usually
you said
it's
how many?
like 5. Like I don't.
That's
I
Is your
eat very-
digestion
food
okay?
problem.
I eat very quick.
But how is your digestion?
Oh, my digestion's fine.
Actually, I'm not sure if that's the topic we want to venture into
Yeah.
on this
It's
podcast.
just
But
I'm sure I've talked about my shit on this podcast plenty of times, but my
Excellent.
digestion's fine.
It's 32.
32.
goal-
There's
the
no way
goal-
I'm taking a chew for 32.
I was gonna say my nutritionist said 40, and
Yeah,
That's so many chews.
Yeah,
Well-
chewing 32 times appears to be an average number
You say
applied
2 to
most
32.
32.
Oh.
Appears to be an average number applied to most bites of food. Foods that are harder to chew, such as steak and nuts, may require up to 40 chews per mouthful.
I'll be honest, I don't think I can do that. I'm
you can
definitely
start.
under chewing.
You probably should just chew better.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've almost choked plenty of times.
now I
this-
understand the tortilla chip like
this-
debacle.
This one
Mike's over
time
here
I
eating the
complete
whole ass
accident.
chips.
I took a big bite of I made this hot dog and took a big bite of the hot dog. Probably honestly like that much of it, almost like 1/3 of it.
Half the hot dog.
And I ate it, but the hot dog itself came out of the bun and then literally just slid down the back of my throat, and I was this close from choking. It kept I could feel it in my it was gone, but it left because of the way it was. I could feel my throat for 2 weeks.
I'm just imagining Mike's panic.
Oh, it was bad. Like I bit it and it happened. I was like, oh my god, I could have just died.
I don't think you need a therapist visit, like an additional one. I think
I need to just take smaller
mindful
bites.
mindful eating course or
I just need
a nutritionist of some kind.
I just need to take smaller
Just chew.
bites.
Actually, yeah, you're right. You don't need you don't need someone.
But
imagine if you died choking on a hot dog. Travis would roast you all
From
through
the
your
grave.
funeral.
well, I honestly dying while choking it's high up there. It's probably gonna happen.
But on a hot dog,
either
the worst
drowning or
part
choking.
You're
about
not
it.
chewing your food. Mike,
Look,
you're only allowed to
I'm
have
just-
soft foods from now on.
I almost choked today too.
Nothing but soups for Mike.
I was eating chicken sausage and the
Of course, a
out,
sauce.
yeah,
It's like a
chicken
hot
sausage.
dog.
Like a hot
But
dog.
the outer casing was a little stretchier because it was just boiled and not fried at all. So the bottom it split in half, and then half of it went down my throat, and then it was string up from the casing, and then the other half was on top of my throat. So I had to start to swallow, but then not fully swallow so that my throat can grab the top of it and then swallow it all at once.
Well, Mike, dude, you gotta chew, or food processor or something.
It was the casing. It wasn't me. It was the casing.
The logistics involved in you describing how this went down
Like,
honestly are very complex.
I felt it happening, and I was like, "Oh no, this isn't gonna go down altogether." So I had to just I had
Never
to
had this
plan
many
B.
food related near death experiences
Yeah.
in my life, and you've had
Oh,
this
yeah.
thing in a 3-month span.
Well, so I mean, the hot dog incident happened probably 3 years ago.
The
Huh.
hot dog incident.
That's
Hot dog incident.
yeah. That
2019?
spent. It was probably it spent me into a few different panic attacks
Right.
from
Well,
different
yeah.
things. I'm sure Damone would remember that if I told him around
I
those
think
times.
I semi-do. But I guess
Food panic attack.
speaking of hot dog incidents, but hopefully it's a good one.
Your body and the bodies you're loving deserve nothing but the best. Organic Lovin' is the only adult subscription box that includes eco-friendly body products from body-safe adult toys to sex-positive books and erotic seminars. Organic Lovin's online store has everything you and your partner or partners could ever need to heat things up. And right now, your friends at T13 Media want to take 10% off of your next order. Just go to organiclovin.com and use promo code T1, T-H-R-E-E, like the sound the bed makes, when you check out. Organic Lovin'. Love organically, purely, deeply, boldly.
Okay.
Time I got Chipotle. Hold on, this one time I got Chipotle and it had.
Look down.
I was chewing it, and then I almost choked on a bone from the chicken. There was a piece of
Well, that's
bone,
different. I
like
feel.
Okay,
a
that's
small piece of
different.
bone. And yeah, but I've never gotten that, and I almost choked on that. That fucking sucked. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
lawsuit,
different.
though.
That's not on you.
That's
a
scary though.
lawsuit.
Like you're trying to what if it was in a I had it in a bowl. If it was in a burrito, I would have not have caught that.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
scary.
I just wanted
that's
to-
not
that was a
on.
legit
That's
one.
not
That
your.
wasn't-
I just want to
chewing.
tell everybody, make sure that I tell my kid to make sure she's chewing. I'm not. I'm usually eating things quick, but I tell her to make sure she's chewing because she eats like me, and
We don't want
It's
her
not a
to-
good
or
idea.
Growing up
Having
as
to
you
have
grew up.
having to have a therapy session on chewing on a podcast.
A physical therapist potentially. I will say I would encourage more chewing because I had a pizza recently and that had a piece of rubber glove in it.
Ooh.
And like they had obviously been making it like sliced part of the glove off. And I was like, wow, this piece of cheese is much chewier than these other pieces of cheese. And because I chew like 40 times, I was able to like detect like one of these is not like the other and like pulled it out.
Oh, you got your money back, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I would have
And
been
a
like, I
free
want money
cheesecake.
back and a year's supply of pizza.
I don't know if you want the pizza
need to go with
anymore.
that.
I still go with the pizza. It's a one-time incident. Like I still go back to Chipotle. I actually don't think I have since then, but that's not the point.
I think a
more...
rubber glove is worse. Because, like, at least a bone is, like, okay.
A bone could
It's
fuck
part
you
of
up.
a
I mean,
bone can
yes,
fuck
no,
you
a
up,
rubber
but-
glove could fuck you up too.
Yeah.
I think they're both pretty dangerous.
Yeah, but like the bone is like it's part of the chicken. A rubber glove is not. Like, how does a rubber glove get baked into a pizza?
I've almost choked on. I've almost choked on pizza cheese. In Buffalo, when you get pizza, it's very, very cheesy, and if you don't eat it right, the cheese can stick together. And it's like if you don't live in Buffalo, which most people don't, but like I always try to explain the cheese like Ninja Turtles cheese, like in the cartoon when they pick up the pizza and the cheese like it actually is like that. So like it can stick together and then get stuck going down your throat. That's happened to me plenty of times too.
Is Buffalo known for their pizza? Like they have a specific style in the way that
we have a specific style of pizza. Shut up, Keith.
Yeah. No.
It's
Buffalo
the goat.
steals food
It's
from
the
other places.
it is the hidden
Put
gem
their
of
name in front
pizza.
of it.
I went to Buffalo once. I specifically drove there from Toronto because I wanted buffalo wings. And
I bet they said Anchor Bar.
No, it was like Gates of Hell.
Gable's Gate.
Gable's Gate.
Yes.
Gabriel's Gate.
Yeah.
Something like that. They were massive. They were incredible. But now I know. Next time I'll do pizza instead.
Pizza.
Just do both. If you might as well do both.
Pizza and wings, and you gotta just find a mom and pop shop, which there's plenty of them. You can find one that sells them. I usually recommend people to go to Partners, but I know the one that I used to go to closed down. So I don't know what to do. I've been out of there for 10 years, so I'm out of the loop.
Keeps the Buffalo food denier.
Damn.
He won't give Buffalo credit.
Food and just puts their
We
name
literally invented the chicken wing, but
I had a Buffalo popsicle earlier.
Just
a regular popsicle.
It's just a freezing.
Buffalo.
Anyway, what we're gonna do now is our tournament. The way tournaments work here at T13 Media is under Travi T rules. Fuck you, Travis.
Fuck you, Travis. You're supposed to be here, you bitch.
You took that further than I did. But
we'll talk about that in therapy too.
And a hot dog.
As opposed to someone throwing out a million things to put into the bracket, we have some sort of order. Each person gets a certain number. We randomize them. They go head to head until there's one final winner. So for this week's bracket, we're doing best Kate Hudson movie. So Mide, we'll start with you, and you're gonna give me 4.
I'm gonna give you.
Oh, sorry. Yep. There you go.
This is hard. We'll do Fool's Gold, which is classic. Bride War.
Fucking Travis is with me too. 2 trees and I swallow. Sorry.
Rude.
Let's do A Little Bit of Heaven and Almost Famous. That one's a good one.
Okay.
You said Bride Wars?
Yeah, that was the one she said when Mike said to scream out loud.
Sorry.
It was an exciting moment.
It was an exciting moment. Me and Travis usually don't agree on things, but we both only do 2 chews.
You both can't chew your food. It's a great thing to bond over. Keith.
I'm gonna go with
or actually I'm gonna have Mike go.
Don't have Mike go. Have Keith go.
No, I was letting you go next. You have more options.
Oh, that's pretty. All right. Ready?
Yep.
We're gonna go My Best Friend's Girl.
Damn it, that's one of mine.
I wrote little synopsis. just in case you need it. Do you
No,
want
I
to
know
hear the
that one.
synopsis?
Or
You know
I
that one?
guess if you want to give, you get once we get to the actual voting, you can give the synopsis.
Cool. Take this job very seriously.
What's your next one?
Mother's Day.
Okay.
Then let's see. She's got a movie out that I haven't seen. And I don't know how involved she is in the movie. She's not the main focus, I don't think. I noticed that with a few of the good movies that I liked of her, like You, Me and Dupree. She's not like the main focus.
I mean, you can still
But
count
she's-
it because
we still
counts.
count it. Yeah, she's in
Alright.
it.
We'll count
She's
Don't
like the
take it,
best
though.
friend or whatever.
Oh, you can have it. You can use it. I'll put in Dr. T and the Women
Okay.
and
Your last
Heaven.
one.
That was one of mine too. Sorry, she got a few of mine.
What about? Or actually, you go ahead. I won't support.
I will throw in. Did we put Marshall?
Okay.
It's about Thurgood Marshall, and she's in it.
She's the one who accuses the guy.
Yes.
So I guess she's the villain. Or is actually racism is the villain, but
Yes.
she's also the villain. Mike.
All right, let's go. Fool's Gold.
Already on there.
Already
Is
on
it?
there.
Yeah,
I
you're
can't
too busy.
read.
You were too busy. We know you can't read.
Oh, I can't.
But-
I can't. No, it's too fucking small.
Can't
Oh my
read.
god.
Can't.
We
You
did
need
this
glasses.
last week.
You need
No,
glasses,
press-
old man.
Just make it.
Mike, you need to make a
Full
lot of
screen.
doctor's appointments.
No, I actually don't need glasses. My vision is great. So fuck you.
Since
All
when?
right.
Let's go with Yumi Dupree.
Honestly, there's so many ailments that we've talked about. I feel like it's almost like a HIPAA violations happening right here. Like
He's releasing the information, so it's not happening.
that's valid.
I'm
Now
just
it's
gonna
too-
start slowly scheduling doctors.
Now it's too
to be on the
big.
show.
Now,
It's too
what do you
big because
want?
you can't. You zoomed it. Press the square, Damone. The square. Yeah. Now just now zoom out.
You guys do this every week of like
Is
Is
It
that better?
shouldn't-
Is that
yeah,
better
that's-
for you?
Not
old
really, but
man?
that's fine.
Okay.
Wish I was here.
Okay, that's not okay. Got two
Uh,
more.
Every week I'm
Something
gonna
borrowed.
I'm gonna start scheduling like an eye doctor one week and an ear, nose, and throat doctor next week.
That's going beyond being a brand manager. there, Keith.
I'll take it. As long as they don't charge us, I'll take them.
Let's go with Skeleton Key.
Ooh, that's
Damn
a
it.
good one.
Okay. So pretty much all the ones I had on my list are gone. So I'm gonna go with Kung Fu Panda 3.
Wait, what about How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? That's a
Oh, that was
classic.
supposed-
Yeah,
on my list.
yeah, that's gonna go
Ooh,
on
yeah,
there.
can't
I
forget
have
that.
figured it would already be. I didn't put it on my list because I figured it was already gonna be on there.
I didn't put it on my
Ooh.
list.
Raising Helen.
Yeah, I didn't put that one. Did someone do Almost Famous here? We did.
Yeah. Is this a musical? Is music gonna be a musical?
And which
You
one?
know, Raising Helen is. Let me put that on there.
Music. The name of the movie is Music. It's from 21.
Oh. I'm not a musical person, to be honest.
Keith
Oh, it was
loves
nice having you.
musicals. No, Keith's the only one who feels that strongly about musicals, so you're good.
I love
I-
musicals.
Only like Mamma Mia because I love ABBA, but that's about it.
Here we go
It's
again.
all right. It's all right.
That's good.
I know, right? With the phlegm in my throat and everything.
Yeah, it's almost like they were right here in our.
All
presence.
4 of them.
I'm gonna go with Deepwater Horizon.
Nice.
If I can spell. Okay, everybody good with their choices? Anyone
Yeah,
want
that's
to
fine.
Yep.
change anything?
Nope.
Okay. So every day we shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and.
You
Okay,
need
so
to add more umph to that.
okay, you do it next time.
I usually do it.
How to lose a guy versus something borrowed. Me day.
How to lose a guy.
I don't know. Where move you there? There we go. Okay, how to lose a guy is 1 vote. Okay, Keith,
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Mike.
I'm pretty much down for any
How to lose a guy in 10 days.
Matthew McConaughey, Kate Hudson combo.
I would have voted the same way. My vote doesn't count, by the way, because obviously there's 4 of
They
us,
need,
so it
they
doesn't
need a
make
third
sense.
movie to complete
Hmm.
the trilogy.
What's the what trilogy?
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days and
Fool's Gold?
Fool's Gold. Yeah.
I don't think they're connected.
They don't have to be, but they could be.
Make
it happen, Hollywood.
Usually, how a trilogy works, they have to be in the same universe.
Do
So it
they?
should work, but
I'm sure you can figure out ways to make it the same universe, even though the names are probably different. Like a bunch of other things are probably different. Parents are different, but
We can figure it
you
out.
can make it work.
Yeah.
Mother's Day versus Raising Helen.
oh,
Mike.
Raising Helen.
Me Day.
Mother's Day.
Nope. I messed that up, so it works out. Keith, your tiebreaker.
Man, this is tough. I really like Mother's Day, but I feel like she's not the main character. She's just one of the main characters.
That's true.
So I'll go with
It's one of
Raising
those
Helen.
where there's like 18 different stories going on at the same time, right?
I think
Yeah.
it's like 5, but
I was being hyperbolic by saying 18, but there's a bunch of the stories. So like there really isn't a main character with those ones. So I would go with Raising Helen too.
I don't know.
I
I'd
can't
say
wait
Jennifer
for
Aniston's
Christmas
kind
to
of the
watch
main
Love
character.
Actually.
You can
You
watch
what?
it anytime.
I
It's
can't
not
wait
just
for
a Christmas
Christmas to
movie.
watch Love Actually because now I want to watch Love Actually.
No.
It's not
Just
Thriller,
watch
where
Love
it's
Nope, I
regulated
can't
to
watch it
one
till
season.
Christmas time because I don't watch Christmas movies outside of their respective holiday.
I
watched
really
season.
actually hate that movie.
I love that movie so much. It's such a great movie.
Anyways, continue.
Anyway, Fool's Gold versus Bride War.
Fool's Gold. Sorry, you didn't ask me.
It's okay.
Brad Wars.
Okay.
I don't really want to.
I'm putting him in the wrong spot. Mike.
1-1.
Bride War.
Now it's 2-1.
I actually think
Wait.
I saw that movie in theaters for some reason.
Wasn't it 3-0?
No.
I said Fool's
No.
Gold,
Oh, you said Fool's Gold.
Yeah,
Sorry.
pay attention.
which we could debate a whole other show about what you guys just did was the wrong choice, but
Well, I feel like
Why is
my
the wrong
opinion-
choice? Try and convince him why it's the wrong choice.
I mean, you can.
I mean, Bride War is a very superficial and non-complex storyline, right? Two best friends, they want to get married. June at the plaza, beautiful. But Fool's Gold, you got some action. You have some rich people and some celebrities that are supporting a mission. You have two people that used to be in love and you're getting back together. You have like Kevin Hart, who's a narco guy, or I don't even remember what he is, but he's some sort of like villain. You got everything you can. It pleases everyone in any situation. And it is absolutely the most beautiful like movie to look at. And so are Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey, honestly. So 10 out of 10.
I gotta go with Fool's Gold. You swayed me.
Right. Well, I hear it, but my counter is Anne Hathaway.
Who complains the
McConaughey.
entire movie? Do you like
Right.
complaining?
I
I
guess
gotta
so.
go with. I gotta go with Fool's Gold because it has my dad, Donald Sutherland, in it. He's my dad.
Oh,
Kiefer.
No, he's not.
I
Did you say
figured.
Donald Sutherland?
Yeah, I'm Kiefer.
Why would he be Donald?
Because he's Kiefer. He's Kiefer Sutherland. That's what he's saying.
Can't you just be Keith Sutherland Jr.?
So Donald's my
No.
grandpa.
Why do you gotta complicate things, Damone?
I made it less complicated. He gave it an entire new name. I just
I
added
understand what you're
junior
doing.
to the
What
end.
you're, I pick up what you're putting down there, Keith.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kung Fu Panda 3 versus Yumi and Dupree. Mike.
Yumi and Dupree.
Midday.
I did not see Kung Fu Panda 3, but Yumi and Dupree was definitely one that I walked away thinking I'll never get that time back in my life. So I'll say Kung Fu Panda 3.
He's like a side character in Kung Fu Panda 3.
That's probably been better.
Keith.
I didn't see Kung Fu Panda 3 either, and I did see Yumi and Dupree. And I'm gonna go with Yumi and Dupree.
Bold choice.
I feel like
So
it's up against the Buzzsaw next, though.
yeah, it's probably losing the next one. But we lost Mike for a second, so I'm playing ad.
Are you tired? Tired of those other energy drinks hitting you with a short burst of jittery energy, followed by a crash that leaves you with less energy than you had before? Well, fear not, because Ray's energy drinks are specifically formulated to get you going without making you jittery and keeps you from crashing. With 0 sugars, 0 calories, and better caffeine than a cup of coffee, Ray's energy drinks are the #1 growing energy drink on the market. With flavors like Baja Lime, Sour Gummy Worm, Guava Mango, and Strawberry Colada, Ray's has some of the best tasting energy drinks available. You can get a case of Ray's right now by going to repsports.com and using promo code T1THREE when you check out to take 15% off of your next order. That's promo code T1THREE for 15% off of your next order of better, tastier energy.
Okay, we'll just continue without Mike. So, Deepwater Horizon versus Marshall. Midday.
Marshall.
Okay.
yeah, I'd
Keith.
go with Marshall too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Marshall as well. It's just a better movie in general.
Yeah.
Wish I Were Here or Wish I Was Here versus A Little Bit of Heaven. Midday.
A Little Bit of Heaven.
Keith.
Yeah, I watched the trailer during my research of A Little Bit of Heaven, and now I actually really want to watch it. Like, I might go watch it after this.
I was watching it actually right before this.
I'll give it the sweep. So I'll vote for A Little Bit of Heaven. It already won, so it didn't really matter. Almost Famous versus Dr. T and the Women.
Ooh, Almost Famous.
Keith.
I don't know what in my past has made Dr. T and the Women stand out so strongly to me, but when I saw it, and I instantly like it was like that scene in Ratatouille where he like flashes back and I zoomed out for a second, and
Yeah.
but I can't argue that it's better than Almost Famous.
I understand.
Yeah, Almost Famous.
So you're going with Almost Famous. What can you have a synopsis for Dr. T and the Women?
I think I do. Do not.
Okay.
But I vaguely remember. So, and she's not the main character in that movie either, but it's Richard Gere and Helen Hunt. They're married, and she is, he's got 2 daughters. One of them is Kate Hudson, who's getting married, and the other is Tara Reid, who's not and is pissed about it, right? So then out of nowhere, Helen Hunt tells Richard Gere that he wants to have a divorce. He's also I think he's an OBGYN in Dallas, Texas, and like services or not services, but treats all these women, and like he thinks he knows women, and he's surrounded by women, but he's figuring women out still.
Yep.
Okay. It sounds interesting. I'm
It's
gonna give it a
definitely,
sympathy vote based off of what you synopsized.
It's definitely like VHS movies. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, you said Tara Reid, and I'm like,
Who? Sharknado?
I forgot she was alive.
Almost Famous, honestly, for the soundtrack alone, is just definitely worth winning this whole thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a heavy hitter. So my best friend's girl versus Skeleton Key.
Ooh, that's hard.
Keith, you can go first.
This is a banger. I like Skeleton Key because I feel like she has a lot of rom-coms or com-roms. I feel like my best friend's girl is more of a com-rom. That makes sense. But I'll go Skeleton Key because I like scary, and it's like voodoo stuff. So like that's actually like legit scary shit. I'm terrified, by the way, of voodoo. So like, I'll never go crazy out with you guys.
So like that what's the name of the movie? Now I can't think of it. Where he dies and like gets brought back by voodoo.
Scooby Doo.
No.
Skeleton Island.
It's an old movie.
Oh, I don't know.
It's like 80s, 90s.
Oh,
So
no.
the Skeleton Key is like
Weekend at Bernie's. That's what I was thinking of.
That's not what that movie's about.
Weekend at Bernie's 2. Weekend at Bernie's 2. They go to Jamaica. No, they go to Jamaica and they have him there. I don't even remember how he gets there, but they're in Jamaica.
An obscure reference. And
Yeah,
then
they
another obscure, like more obscure reference.
Weekend at Bernie's 2. They are in Jamaica. Obviously, he's dead. Spoiler alert. And he gets resurrected by voodoo, and like they are trying to get like there's a group of people trying to like get to him because he has money or something like that. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but he definitely gets resurrected by voodoo.
It sounds definitely worth seeing again.
It's not a great movie. It's very 90s.
Right.
I don't think it held up.
I'm voting for my best friend's girl.
I'm gonna go with Skeleton Key. Like, let's get not all the. She did more than just rom-coms or com-roms, so I'm gonna give her a Skeleton Key. Like, it's a more serious role than any of the other ones. Like, it's Marshall.
I like how top and bottom are more like serious. Like the bottom of the bracket's the serious side, and the top's the rom-coms.
Yeah. How to Lose a Guy versus Raising Helen.
Oof. How to Lose a Guy.
Oh yeah, How to Lose a Guy.
Yeah, it's How to Lose a Guy.
I love her. You let him
die. Fool's Gold versus You, Me, and Dupree.
Honestly, not even a freaking contest. Like Fool's Gold.
Keith?
Not to cut you out of voting, Damone, but I'm gonna go Fool's Gold just so we can get the power couple versus the power couple.
Oh, you're right, man. Why would you do that?
It is Fool's Gold. You, Me, Dupree is not a great movie.
Trash.
Marshall versus A Little Bit of Heaven. He just is annoying, Dupree. Like, just get I don't know, get a restraining order or something. Like, he's just annoying.
I haven't seen it in a long time, but for some reason I feel like there are problematic things that happened with him. Not like bad.
Oh
like
yeah, he's super
bad,
problematic. Like, you need to cut this person out of your life. Like, he isn't like, and I think you like at the end, if I remember correctly, like they realized, oh, like we needed him or whatever. Like, no, you didn't. Like, get rid of him.
Get rid of him.
Marshall versus A Little Bit of Heaven.
I am going to go with A Little Bit of Heaven because I appreciate the twist on a cancer story and the optimism. And she had a bigger role in it than I like a good, positive, bigger role.
Like, she was a main character.
Yeah.
With Marshall. Keith.
So I'm going to go with A Little Bit of Heaven also. Here's the synopsis that I wrote down. She becomes the vice president of her company, finds out she has cancer, gives the greatest cancer reveal of all time by it's like mid-dinner. She's just like, everyone's laughing. She's like, I have cancer. And like, mic drop. Starts to fall in love with her doctor, Kathy Bates plays her mom, and Peter Dinklage plays like one of her would-be suitors, or like he's just like a slightly aggressive like lover boy kind of guy.
Love interest.
Not even love interest. It's more of like he's set up as a joke, but he's like he's just laying in the bed. Hello, so where would you like me? Like
Yes, that's right.
So yes, a little bit of heaven.
I'll give a sympathy vote to Marshall. Like it's it's a great movie. Like you said, she's not the main character, but obviously her character is important because you need that character in order to have the movie. But
I'm interested.
yeah,
Seeing her
it's a
as the
sympathy
villain
vote.
would be very interesting. Or not the villain, but like I guess
Yeah.
kind of. We said.
Yeah, she's like kind of the villain, but she's not the villain because technically racism is the villain. But
Yeah.
Isn't it
almost until Cody Rhodes showed up. Almost Famous versus Skeleton Key.
Almost Famous.
Keith.
Considering I haven't seen Skeleton Key and I'm scared to watch it now, I'm gonna say Almost Famous.
Yeah, I'm going with Almost Famous.
Like I don't believe in magic, but like voodoo is for real.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can I just say one quick thing? I know
Yeah.
Raising Helen is already like out of the running, but between Uptown Girl and Raising Helen, Uptown Girl. So it's just, yeah, it shouldn't have made it.
Are they just the same movie?
They're the same plot.
I've
pretty
never
much.
seen Uptown Girl.
We're actually,
Wait,
they're not the
one
same
with Brittany
plot.
Murphy?
Yes. The difference is
Girl, she's like not a nanny, but like kind of
yeah.
the Dakota Fanning.
And she but her parents are like so uninvolved that she like pretty much raises the
I have
girl, and
seen
they
Uptown Girls. Yeah.
She slams the door.
So it's pretty much the same movie.
I feel like it's the same movie, but
Hollywood does that a lot, where they'll just take the same plot, change one or two things. To be fair, that's most rom-coms too.
yeah,
It's the same movie, just you change.
that's actually
the
all of
character's
Kate
name.
Hudson's movies, to be honest.
True. Speaking of which, How to Lose a Guy versus Fool's Gold. Very similar plots.
I think it's just the plot of Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are same universe movies. We need to make a third. While we can.
Keith.
While I like Fool's Gold for the adventure, I like How to Lose a Guy for just it is a basic rom-com, but I don't know, I just like it more. I think in that movie, is that the movie where every Matthew McConaughey scene they're just doing like whatever crazy extreme sport. Like one time they're mountain biking, and another time they're like just doing extreme sports every scene he's in. He's not with her. Like every time he hangs out with his friends, they just do all the extreme sports.
Crazy things. I can't remember it that closely, but I get your point that like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is not just like a basic rom-com. It is like the rom-com. Like you put that up against like that is on like the top 5, top 10 of any rom-coms. Like it's gold.
Definitely.
But
Is
unfortunately,
it Fool's Gold?
unfortunately, I vote for Fool's Gold still.
Why?
This is a tough one because they are both very good rom-coms.
Can I ask
I'm
why you
gonna-
voted for Fool's Gold?
Ooh, yes. Perhaps it's because I've watched How to Lose a Guy so much that I find it just annoying how they want to like lose each other, and I'm just like, just fall in love. Like we all know you fall in love. Just do it.
It's like me at the end of Titanic. We all know you drown. Just drown.
And it's just like I don't know. The games they play are just kind of like
Toxic.
yes, and like and like annoying. Whereas like Fool's Gold, like they divorced for a reason, and it was through this journey and through this like action that they were able to like fall in love again, which seems a little bit more relatable. I don't know why it's relatable, and when they're like searching for Spanish lost gold off the coast of I don't even know where they are.
Well, you could be too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with How to Lose a Guy. Like
Wow.
it's close. But when I think of Kate Hudson movies, I definitely think of that one first.
Valid.
But then Fool's Gold would be the second one I think of. A Little Bit of Heaven versus Almost Famous.
Almost Famous. I think her character is far more complex and Almost Famous than A Little Bit of Heaven.
Keith?
So I feel like you're going to vote for Almost Famous. I want to give the one vote for A Little Bit of Heaven just because I really actually want to go watch this movie.
You should.
Like,
Okay. So yeah, I was gonna vote for Almost Famous. So yeah, you made a good decision there. So the finals: How to Lose a Guy versus Almost Famous.
this is a banger.
I'm going to go with How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days because, kind of to your point, it's what she's known for. It's like she is the main character in it, and even if she's annoying and toxic, you gotta give credit to where credit's due, I guess. So there you go.
She was designed she was written to be annoying.
Yeah, she comes off as annoying in most of her movies, and this is where she really shines.
That is kind of true. Keith.
What are you gonna pick?
I'm gonna pick Almost Famous to force you to break the tie.
All right, cool. I'll go with How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Okay.
Wow. What a
Well, shocker.
shocking ending.
Yeah, we get real.
Sometimes sometimes it goes to like the most basic one. Like last week we did Keanu Reeves, and I'm pretty sure the Matrix one. Which is like it's the basic choice, but sometimes the basic choice is the right choice.
It's like why singers have to sing like the song that made them famous when they perform at the Opry, right? Like you just have to do it. You just.
So who voted Almost Famous?
For what? I did it for the finals just to make Keith break
I would have done that too. Almost Famous is a better movie.
She's a side character though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but is it a better movie for her?
It's a better movie in general.
Well,
I agree with that.
Better movie
it's a better movie in general.
It is.
So I would have went with Almost Famous. Sorry, I missed the entire tournament.
It's okay.
I'm struggling with Chrome.
I figured. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do recommendations. So you can recommend anything you want. It could be drink water, breathe,
chew more,
whatever you want. A book, a movie, TV show, whatever you want.
Can it be a tequila?
Absolutely.
Sure, absolutely. Anything you want. You can go ahead.
Me to go first?
Yep, you can go first.
Okay, well.
You're the guest, so you're almost always going to go first on everything.
Good to know. If I had to recommend anything to anyone, it is one, Siete Leguas Reposado is one of the tequilas that will blow your mind and absolutely shock you. And you should chew at least 30 times.
That's not happening. Like, too many times.
Y'all asked for a recommendation.
At this point, Mike's just like putting a DNR out there. Like, hey, I'm going to show.
He's just risking fate at this point.
Yeah. Is that it? Are you like, do you like tempting fate? Is that what it is?
No, I just like to eat fast.
Do you
no one's
drink
gonna
things
take it,
fast
Mike.
too?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, you should sip your tequila too. That's my last one.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever sipped alcohol. Like just
I've sipped alcohol. I've done rum and when I can stand to keep whiskey down, whiskey.
My birthday last year, I asked for cigars and tequila, and I got
That's awesome.
plenty. And I realized I maybe drank a lot over winter because it was March. My birthday was in November and it was March, and people were like, "Hey, do you have any more of that tequila that we got?" I was like, "No, it's all gone."
No, it's
It's
not.
not
I don't know if you know this, but winter happened, so um,
Keith, were you recommending?
I recommend registering to vote.
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
That's it. Just register to vote.
It's a good one. And then actually vote.
Yeah, and then actually,
Fact.
Yeah.
unless
Mike.
you don't believe the things I believe, but
I recommend the movie from, I think it's 2006, called Risk Cutters, A Love Story. I rewatched that movie after a very long time of not seeing it. So it's about it's about this dude who commits suicide and goes to purgatory, where all these other people that commit suicide also live. It's like Earth, but a little shittier.
Wow.
And then he finds out his ex-girlfriend's there, and he goes on this road trip, basically the road trip movie, with this like Eastern European dude, and it's fantastic. It is. I forgot how much I love this movie. It's great. So Risk Cutters, A Love Story.
Does it have Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson in it?
No, but I did watch Masterminds that has Luke Wilson. That's close enough. I like Luke Wilson sometimes more than I like Matthew McConaughey. They're both the same. They're both essentially cookie cutter.
That is a hot take.
Cookie cutter. Oh my!
They're basically the same person.
No, they're not.
They're basically the same person.
Michael McConaughey.
One's all right. Michael McConaughey.
Michael McConaughey also has some very good serious roles.
All right.
Lincoln Lawyer is a great serious role, and he doesn't do the all right thing in there.
I have a Matthew McConaughey joke. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
Why not?
So Matt Damon, Leonardo DiCaprio, George Clooney, and Matthew McConaughey are all sitting down to lunch, and they think, wow, we should all do a movie together. So Matt Damon looks and he says, well, somebody's going to need to produce it. I'll be the producer. Leo looks around at the three other ones and says, well, somebody's going to need to star. I'll be the star. So Clooney, being one of the last ones left, looks over to McConaughey and the others and says, well, I guess that leaves me to direct. And they all look to Matthew McConaughey, who smiles and just says, well, I guess all right.
Oh, I hate it.
That was good.
There's a lot of setup, but I like it. For my recommendation, I'm gonna recommend two movies. They're old movies. Over the weekend, I finally watched Ray. I've seen like bits and clips of it before, but Ray, about Ray Charles, great movie.
Oh.
Jamie Foxx killed it. Might be the most talented person to ever live. And then outside of Prince, of course, because Prince is the GOAT. And then my other movie is going to be it's a rom-com, Warm Bodies, about a guy who dies and is a zombie, and he wakes up and falls in love. But it's a stupid movie, but it's entertaining enough. Since we were doing a rom-com kind of theme here.
I had one more and I couldn't remember what it was.
Respect is another really good one, kind of on your Ray Charles like movie vibes. Respect is about Aretha Franklin, and that one is just very moving. It'll have you like laughing and crying several times throughout the whole thing.
I love biopics, so I'll definitely check that one out.
I'll tell you one thing though. Somebody the other day comes up to me and they're like, "Ooh, I just saw the Elvis movie. You're gonna see?" I was like, "No."
I'm
gonna see that. That honestly, that movie just looks like a great film.
What
What
part did they talk about where he stole everything from black
sure
people?
that they will. I'm sure. I honestly sure
that could just be the movie. That should be just the opening scene. Stole everything from black people. We're done here.
Did he do it, or did other people
Everybody
do
did
it?
Well, he actively did it too.
I think he was
hoping.
I think he was coerced into it, and he was too stupid to realize it.
Fuck him and John Wayne.
I still think it's gonna be a great movie. I don't even care.
I'm good
I
on that.
understand what I'm watching. I understand it's gonna be fictionalized, and I'm there for the movie, man.
I'm good on anything Elvis.
This wasn't my other recommendation, but I do also recommend Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe. If you smoke weed and watch that movie. It's fantastic.
Only in states where it's legal, of course.
Of
No,
course.
We're all
do
we're
it
all
illegally
about
too. I don't give a shit.
We're all about legality here at T13 Media.
Mike,
no,
as
fuck
the lawyer of T13,
fuck the
you need to
rules.
Shut the fuck up.
Break the law.
No, don't do any of that. Mike's views are solely his own.
Hold on, I have to pull out Mike's PR statement. We here at T13 Media do not
Kill people,
No.
burn shit, fuck school. Is that the lyric?
I don't know what song you're talking about.
What's his name? Odd Future.
I know exactly what he's talking about, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna feed into it.
What we're gonna do now is we're gonna do plugs. So, Me Day, tell the people where they can find you.
No, yeah, you can find me on Instagram and, like I said, on TikTok. If you want to learn more about any agave spirit, or you want to do a private tasting or anything like that, you should follow me at La Tequilana, which is
Everything's backwards. I still can't remember how to
what
do
do
it.
I do with my hands here?
Great.
And thanks so much for having me on.
Thanks for coming on. Keith.
Oh yeah, I forgot I have to do this. You can follow me at Late Night Keith on Twitters.
You forgot how to do this?
I forgot how to
Completely,
do
didn't
this.
you?
You can follow T13 on TikTok now, where we have our TikTok at T13, where we're gonna be releasing all of our T13 related content, including Debatable, Book It, Bad Guy, We Try It, and anything else that we come up with for the foreseeable future.
Okay. I be tweeting and TikToking. You can follow me on both at DumbMoneyT13, DAMONEYT13. Yeah, for Twitter, I'll still use my own personal Twitter. TikTok, I probably will just, if I do any content, we'll probably just go onto the T13 Media TikTok. It just makes more sense to do it that way. But you can still follow me if you want. We can do TikTok. We can exchange TikToks if you like. Mike's out of the rotation though, because he never fucking watches them.
What? No, I do. I watch
he
Keiths.
watches them. He just doesn't say that he watches them.
Yeah, he just doesn't respond.
I started to heart Keiths when he sends them when I get to the end of them.
He doesn't actually like any of the videos that you get any of the credit for him watching it.
I remember what my second recommendation would have been now. Boardwalk Empire. Watch Boardwalk Empire.
You had like 5. You've had more.
I've actually
than
done a
me,
lot of media consumption in the last week and the weekend, and I wasn't on last week to recommend anything, or I was.
Yes, you
You've
were.
had more recommendations than choose to your food.
I recommend a lot of things. You can find me on Twitter, hi-fi_Mike. You can find all the shows on the T13 Media Network on our website at t13media.com. The letter T, the number 1, 3 spelled out, media.com. Rate, review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. 5s or fuck off. It's golden rule.
Golden rule. 5 or fuck off. So that's been this episode of Debatable. Case closed.
Don't forget to chew your food.
I did not know this about you.